What's up, guys? I'm Shane, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. This is going to be a very quick tour of, like, a third of my island. I finished my Halloween town. Anyone who's been watching the late night streams has seen it, but for those of you who haven't, if you're curious to see how I decorated for Halloween, I'm going to give you a tour right now. I'd give you a full island tour, but as you can already start to see here, it's not done, and it never will be done, because I'm going to tear all this down. I obviously don't know what the Christmas update is going to be yet. I'm assuming something substantial. So I'm going to tear the whole island down. It's going to be an entire Christmas island afterwards, so I'm not going to bother decorating it now. But I did finish my Halloween portion of the map. We're going to come over here. There's a little entryway. Again, this is an idea that I stole from Reddit earlier. Slightly modified. So we got the stone lions and stuff like that. Only the orange tea bushes, because they're orange and they're in bloom this time of year. So they're perfect for Halloween Town. Some black and orange lilies. All the flowers in here are black and orange. I got Lucky chilling down here. You just saw Rodeo walk by. Gulliver just passed down on the beach. I'll talk to him later. I'll go over my headcanon when we get over in the areas, but these two are tied together. Now, coming up here into the main area, it's a nice small little cramped spot. I got a, scorpion model here. I just really love having this thing. I don't think I can interact with it because I've got the scorpion model in the way, which stinks. But you can press it, and because it's a fake piece of art, it'll actually start floating around. There are pumpkins and stuff scattered everywhere. The cart doesn't quite fit, but I didn't really have any other ideas for what to put there. The skull radio, I do not have KK Dirge. I was definitely slacking. And this thing, even though it's not black and orange at night, it kind of looks like that. And also, when I was moving it, I found out you have to hold this down, it'll keep playing. Fortune teller set here with a little gnome back there. I was going to put him on a stool, but I think it's funnier if he's just that short. Coming over to this side, I thought the museum would look good here, and it does. This is sort of a scatter shot, like flowers and pumpkins, just whatever patch, with another jack-o'-lantern scarecrow here. Another small patch of black and orange flowers. Over here, I took a lot of the space items from Celeste. There's no space section in the museum, but that is Blather's sister, so I figured this could be her little thing. Maybe in the future, I'll give it a bigger area and expand on this a bit more. And I went with sand on the bottom, because I didn't want to use any custom paths during this whole thing. So I used that because it's the most like, the surface of the moon. But I guess a white sand would probably work better. Just like I'm sure some custom edges would work here and make this tie together, but I did not want to use custom paths. I just don't like using that in general. I also probably should have colored these arches, but I think they're fine. Coming over here is the graveyard. We have buried Rocket and Jambette. That's some headcanon from the streams. But speaking of which, over here, this is Rodeo's house. He's got a little thing out here. According to me, in this game, he's a necromancer. He's got the robes, he's got the bright red eyes. He looks like he's some sort of, evil mage. So he's a necromancer. And who did he resurrect? He resurrected Lucky. That's just how it works here. Coming out of his little golden casket. I don't know who he was in his previous life, but important enough to be resurrected. The skeletons here just, I don't know. I guess that used to be one of his servants back in the day. There's a little path. This will lead right back out to the entryway. Just little quick cut-throughs. Some candy out here. Most people have some Halloween decorations out in their house, but not necessarily everyone. Also, this is the first time I've ever used the Lily of the Valley for anything useful. Coming back up this way, though, we're going to cut across to our pumpkin patch. I have two on the island. This is the more decorative one. We got some weeds growing in here. These are the actual jack-o'-lanterns. You just spin them around so it looks like they're off. Actually, I could probably just turn the lamp off, too, if I wanted to. Over here is a little pumpkin carving station. Some weeds growing up, and there's some actual pumpkins just sort of dropped on the ground here, just taking up space. And also because I kept accidentally picking them. Apple trees, because that's, of course, the best fall thing. Forget pumpkins. And this is Stitch's house. He's the one guarding it. Now, we'll get more into him later, but he also ties into some headcanon. Couple of little decorations, but then right here is a little cut through. And it comes over here. I was going to do a little pirate area, but I couldn't think of any villagers that tied in. So, a little pirate sort of dock with the treasure very cleverly hidden. No one will ever find this. It is a perfect hiding spot. But up here, speaking of things I found a use for, here's Robot Hero. And this is the mad scientist lair. And living here, I don't know where he is right now, but this is Cobb's house. If you've seen his villager photo, he is wearing a lab coat. Some people say he's a zombie. I think he looks like a mad scientist. So, headcanon for me over here is when he was a kid, the first thing he built was not a robot, but actually Stitches from his childhood plush. Brought him to life, and now they live together on the island, but currently, you know, he's an adult now, so we're building Robot Hero. Still unknown whether he is a good scientist or a bad scientist. Not sure yet. I try not to press him on it. But just some little decorations here, you know, the electronics kit. Pretend the Sea Slug is a laptop. I put it there as a placeholder, and I've just never found a laptop, so I guess that's going to work. And, you know, the globe here for, I don't know, global domination or what it is. He could go either way in his morality. On the beaches, there's not really much for decorations. Just a lot of spare... I was going to do some purple flowers and more of the black and orange around. But that's it. I just wanted to do a small area for Halloween. I think in the future, I didn't realize how much they would have for Halloween. Like, I didn't realize how creative you could be. I thought it'd be a small update, kind of like Bunny Day, where it's like, oh yeah, you get some cute stuff here and there. And realistically, there's probably not much more than Bunny Day as far as decorations go. But it's Halloween, so they're much better items. Like, I don't want, like, Bunny Day is just stuff for inside your house. This is actually, like, cool stuff. And then you have stuff like the Western-style stone, tarantula model there, the kettle bathtub. All this stuff sort of ties in to work for a cemetery and for other spooky stuff. So, yeah, in the future, I probably should have done a full island with Halloween. But for what it is, I really enjoy that. Again, over here, there's not much. What's up, Rodeo? Yeah, see, I was going to give him another set of robes, but he actually kind of looks good in that. Although, inside of his house, I think it's supposed to be a Harry Potter reference. It kind of looks like he's living under someone's stairs. So that's pretty cool. And Lucky's still walking around. I have no idea where everyone else is. It's 9 o'clock at night. But yeah, like I said, over here, there's nothing really to see. I got a bunch of blue roses. That's how I make my money. All this is overgrown because I stopped caring. And this actually was supposed to be, that's why there's a hole here, this was supposed to be my Halloween area. I thought originally this would be enough space. I'd put Lucky here, and that would be it. And instead, I'm like, okay, well, I'll have a couple villagers, and then it turned into half my island. And the rest of it has just sort of fallen to the wayside, and it's all going to get torn down. So it's not actually worth touring, but I'm just proving it to you guys. I'm not being lazy. There's literally nothing here. And also, I'm kind of looking for Cobb. But I don't think he's around. But, yeah, that's it. Quick island tour. I'll wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please be sure to hit like down below. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get it delivered directly to your inbox every single time I upload. Any thoughts, suggestions, whatever you may have, leave all that down in the comments section below. Everything you leave down there, I will always respond to, unless you are the trolliest of trolls. And if you're interested in Animal Crossing content, I don't always do pre-recorded stuff, but I do quite a few streams doing some villager hunts. And I'm going to try and put out some tutorial stuff, quick videos, in case you guys don't want to slog through a 15-minute video on how to do stuff. So, be sure to stick around for all of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Shane. I'm out.